What do we got next? We have quiz 3 and then the unit test, and then we will be done for the day. So we are at about the hour-and-a-half mark. We will get out of here in the 2 hours that I set aside for this stream. Thank you very much, Kistrel, especially for being here throughout the entire stream. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how I do it. Let's start the quiz. There are 65 campers at Fun Camp. At Fun Camp, fun is mandatory. We like Fun Camp because it is fun. Anyway, only 53 of them brought sleeping bags. 65 minus 53 is 12 campers. Again, that's another one where, because there's no borrowing, there's no need to shift things around. It's really just two one-digit problems, right? It's really just 5 minus 3 and 6 minus 5. I just dropped my pen, so I'm gonna go and grab that. There it is. This is the kind of professional demeanor that you came here to see. All right, 12 campers. Mr. Loy fixes bikes for a living. This month, he plans to fix 74 bikes in 1 month. That's pretty quick. So far, he's fixed 14 kids' bikes and 25 adult bikes. So how many does he still have to fix? Well, let's go ahead and write this one down. So we have 74 minus 14. Well, that's a nice easy one because 4 minus 4 is 0. So that's 60. We're going to take away another 25. And without having to actually write down the carrying, I'm going to go ahead and say that that's 35. So I think he has 35 bikes still to get done. Kara had a tower with 42 blocks, so we want the one that starts at 42. So I think we already have an answer here. She added 12 red blocks, boom. 14 more blue blocks, and I like that they color-coded this, so that added another 14, that gets us to 68. And then added another 16 purple blocks for a total of 84. 60 plus 10 is 70, 8 plus 6 is 14, 70 and 14 is 84. The Lopez family is driving to the state fair. First, they drove 32 kilometers. Again, you're going to have to deal with the metric system, you Americans. It is a global thing. We're the only ones who don't use it. Not the only ones, but we're basically the only ones. There are a couple of other countries out there that still use the weird, messed up system that we use. And the worst part is, even now, even after having lived for a year in Europe, I'm still more comfortable with feet and miles than I am with meters and kilometers, and I probably always will be. The Lopez family is driving to the state fair. First, they drove 32 kilometers to stop for a snack. Then they drove another 35 kilometers to stop for gas. Then they had to drive 17 kilometers more. So this is a really sort of confusingly worded one, and more of these are going to start popping up. This is an addition problem. We want to know the total number of miles that we need. 32 and 35 is 67. And let's use another different method. So I did 32 and 35 is 67. And then we're going to add 17. So we're going to add 10, and we're going to add 7. So 67 plus 10 is 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84. Our final answer is 84 kilometers. Assuming that I read the question correctly. Nice. George ate 19 bananas for lunch. Oh, we're talking George of the Jungle, obviously. And 29 bananas for dinner. How many bananas did George eat today? There are two ways of breaking this up. One takes advantage of the fact that we know that 9 plus 9 is 18. The other is the fact that we know that both 19 and 29 are very close to their respective tens, right? So I'm going to take 19 and I'm going to add 30 to make 49. And then I'm going to subtract 1 to make 48. Equally okay to say that 10 or that 30 and 18 is 48. All good. That's quiz 3. And finally, The last one for today. We are going to do the unit test on adding and subtracting within 100. I am going to pause for a brief moment before answering each question. I'm not going to do a whole lot of explaining here because I think I've done plenty of explaining on all of this stuff. But if you are watching this on YouTube, professor-cunningham.com, plug number 3. If you're watching this on YouTube at professor-cunningham.com, please pause the video for each problem and just really quick get your own answer, and we'll go from there, okay? Here we go. 13 questions. It's going to take way less than 20 minutes. Which equation represents the following number line? Well, that looks like 37 minus 28 to me. And 37 minus 28 is definitely 9 and not 19. If we break apart 46 plus 26, well, that's 40 and 20 and 2 sixes. Select any strategy that can be used to add 43 plus 43. Well, A is correct. B would be correct if this was 46, but again, 3 plus 3 is 6, not 8. Alan makes 47 paper airplanes. He takes the airplanes to the park and flies all of them. 16 of them crash. How many don't? I get 31 airplanes. Which equation can be solved with the following number line? Here, I'll back up for you. Well, that looks like 63 plus 18 to me, which I happen to know is 81 and not 73. Geo found 16 apples that had fallen from the trees in her yard. There were still 21 apples in the tree. How many were in the tree before the apples fell? Well, I see 37 apples. A palm tree had 92 coconuts. It lost 45 in a storm. 12 were eaten by wild animals, and 14 fell off the tree. Man, this tree is not doing a great job of holding on to its coconuts. Although I guess that's not the point, right? They're supposed to go away. That's the whole point of coconuts. So, never mind. So we started at 92. We lost 45 to get to 47. We lost 12 to get to 35. We lost 14 to get to 11 left. No, 21 left. Yeah, 5 minus 4 is 1. 30 minus, yeah, 21 coconuts. 66 plus 32. Well, that's 98. Joe started his math homework. He finished 23 problems by himself, 13 more with help from Sal, a throwback to Sal Khan, the guy that does the videos. There are 9 math problems left. How many did he have when he started? Well, I see 45. Whitney had 84 fish in her fish tank. She gave 14 fish to her friend Max. Then she moved 29 fish to another tank. How many are still in the first tank? I see 41 fish. Complete to solve 8 plus 84. Well, if we're looking to make 10, if we're looking to make 90 especially, we could break this into 2 plus 6. 6 plus 84 is 90. And then we can add them up to make 92. Again, this is one of those problems that might seem silly if you haven't been with me this whole time, because we've been laying the foundation for the way of breaking up and putting back together numbers in this way since kindergarten. What number makes the equation true? Blank minus 9 equals 72. I happen to have this one memorized because I know that 72 is a multiple of 9 and that the next multiple of 9 up is 81. 42 minus 30. Well, that's 12. And that's the unit test. So let's take a look at where we're at, shall we? We're going to back up into second grade. We are currently 31% of the way through second grade, so I figured this will probably take us a grand total of 3 or 4 streams to get all the way through this curriculum, but that's okay. We're not in any hurry. For now, let's see. So the next thing we're going to be talking about is place value, which I apparently did not do yet. I am doing this slightly out of order, apparently, for some reason. Then we're going to add and subtract within 1,000. We're going to look at money and time. We're going to look at measurement. We're going to do some data visualization. We're going to look at shapes, and then we'll be done. So yeah, I figured 2, maybe 3 more of these streams, and we'll be done with grade 2. For now, thank you so very, very much for watching this stream. I know a stream that is 1.5 hours to 2 hours about grade level math is not super duper exciting, but I know that once I get into the 6th, 7th, 8th grade level, it will be much more directly useful for a lot of folks, and I want to make sure that anybody who comes into this stream or comes to my YouTube channel is able to go back as far as they need to go to where math starts making sense. And if no math makes sense at all to you whatsoever, you have the option on my channel to go all the way back to kindergarten and start from square one. So that's why I'm doing this, and I'm really glad that you're here to support me. I am doing this every single Monday at 6 p.m. That's here West Coast Pacific time. And I also have my morning streams every morning at 9 o'clock a.m. That's usually low-key stuff like Civilization or Stardew Valley. What I would also like to make sure I plug is my website, professor-cunningham.com. That's where you can find the VODs of this very stream right here, which I cut up into 5 to 20-minute chunks by topic and put onto one playlist for your convenience at professor-cunningham.com. Kistrel says, honestly, these lower ones are what I'm into. I'll still be around for the others, but this has been so helpful understanding where my son is at right now. Please, share. You're already a subscriber, so I can't say like and subscribe, but for all of you who aren't Kistrel right now, please like and subscribe, and please share these videos around. The reason I'm doing this is to try to make things easier on those adults who have young children and those adults who don't know how to educate their kids in math. That's what I'm here for. Those are the people I'm here to support. So if you know people like that, please, please, please point them to this stream, point them to professor-cunningham.com. I will see you folks next time. Have a mathemagical Monday.